A prom night in April ended tragically when a 17-year-old crashed, killing 2 people. Police say she was driving drunk. Now their investigation has shown several adults were involved as well. 9 News reporter Darius Johnson joins us live outside Boulder County DA's office. And Darius, in all, 9 people have been indicted.
Hey there, Corey. Good morning. Of the 9 people indicted, there are 5 adults, 2 companies, a bus driver, and also a liquor store. A 17-year-old girl is already facing charges, multiple counts of vehicular homicide and vehicular assault. All of this happened on April 9th. That was the night of Boulder High School's prom. The 17-year-old girl, now facing charges, is accused of leaving the prom to go get more alcohol. Colorado State Patrol says she was intoxicated and driving the wrong way on Foothills Parkway when she crashed head-on with the Lyft driver. The Lyft driver and his passenger sadly died. A grand jury recently returned an indictment for the 5 parents who allegedly threw a pre-prom party and provided alcohol to the teens.
Charges against adults for furnishing minors alcohol are not that unusual. What makes this case unusual is the tragic consequence of the actions of multiple people. All of these parents and the party bus driver face significant civil liability.
Now, among the others indicted outside of those 5 adults, there are 2 companies for allegedly providing fake IDs to the teenagers, a party bus driver who allegedly allowed these students to drink on the party bus while heading to prom, and the liquor store that prosecutors say has a history of selling alcohol to minors. Witnesses say the company Royal Mart, the store Royal Mart, the parent company of Willow Springs Wines and Spirits here in Boulder, stopped selling to underage people following this crash, Corey.
Such a tragic story for sure. We'll see what happens. Darius, thank you. And an update for you this morning. A trial date has now been set for Republican County Clerk Tina Peters. It will be next March. Peters officially pleaded not guilty in court yesterday. She's charged with tampering with election equipment and allowing outsiders access to the election system. Peters also faces more minor legal trouble, a contempt of court citation for allegedly recording a court proceeding for her deputy clerk who turned evidence against her, and an obstruction charge for physically resisting officers who tried to serve a search warrant for her iPad.
A former longtime soccer coach is facing some child sexual assault charges now. 72-year-old James Bain worked as a soccer coach with Colorado United and Littleton Soccer Club for more than 30 years. He stepped down from coaching in June. Police say that there were multiple victims. Bain also served as the club president for Littleton Soccer. Police are asking anyone who may have more information about potential victims to contact them.
Developing in world news at this hour, Buckingham Palace says Queen Elizabeth is under medical supervision as doctors are, quote, concerned for her health. This is a live look in Scotland where the Queen is right now. This comes just a day after the 96-year-old monarch canceled a council meeting and was told to rest. The palace says the Queen is comfortable and will remain in Scotland. They say her son, Prince Charles, and grandson, Prince William, are traveling to be with her right now. Harry and Meghan are also traveling to Scotland to be with her. A new report this week says more adults are getting help for their mental health. The CDC says 22% of adults got psychiatric treatment last year, 3% more than in 2019. The report also showed women were more likely than men to seek help. Some health experts say the pandemic experience led more people to take better care of themselves on various levels. Finding mental health options, though, can be difficult in our Colorado mountain communities. People are often driving hours to receive help.
And that is why a new facility is being built right in the heart of the Rockies. Our Matt Renew takes us to Edwards for a look at the new project.
In Edwards,
excited as a community.
Sally Welsh with Vail Health is in an empty parking lot.
Just a parking lot right now.
That will soon be the location of a new mental health facility designed for children and adults.
50,000 square foot, 28 bed inpatient facility with 14 beds dedicated to adolescents 12 and older and 14 beds dedicated for adults.
In a spot people looking for care now have to drive hours to find.
Going to reduce the need for our community members to travel over 2 hours to seek this kind of care.
Work will start this fall, and when finished in 2025, we'll have a 3-story facility in place ready to handle mental health emergencies.
This new inpatient behavioral health facility will serve those in crisis.
With the facility offering 24-hour short-term inpatient mental health services services along with family support and intervention with a focus on suicide prevention.
This facility is going to offer a multitude of behavioral health services, and crisis care being the #1 priority.
That Sally says will now be offered much closer to home for those who need it in this mountain community.
This facility is going to help with suicide intervention and hopefully save lives.
That is such a wonderful story, such great news. Treatment will be in English and Spanish in outpatient therapy. There will also be a food market and a youth programming facility that runs out of that building.